Hello, but I look so ghostly. I look really ghostly. It's because it's early hours of the morning where I am, and the light is not amazing. So I just thought I would talk about Brighton a little bit. There's a couple of first order of business is that a box of these arrived from the publisher. Oh, come on, look at it. Arrived from the publisher the day after I left for Brighton. So I was having to read off of pieces of paper, and it was mildly embarrassing, but I got through it. And so I've got a bunch of these. It's written by me, my husband, 20 flash fictions by me, 20 by him. Pictures by Stephen Waring. There's a picture on the back there. It relates to one of the stories or a couple of the stories. And if you want one of them, then do message me, and I will get that to you with a little signed note, little signed message from me. So I arrived in Brighton the day before. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. Why me? I arrived in Brighton the day before. I was pretty terrified, I've got to say, but I survived. I went through the lanes. I don't know if you've ever been down the lanes in Brighton, but it's very colourful, interesting shops, very LGBTQ friendly place, which is great. And then after that, I went back to the hotel, and the next day was the reading. I did a reading of the book. I read 3 flash fictions, and beforehand, for about an hour and a half, I was lying in the fetal position in the hotel. And then I went to the cafe, which was the Laughing Dog, and I ended up only reading to a few people, which is just how the Brighton Fringe goes. You never know if anyone's actually going to turn up, but a few people did turn up, like literally a few, but they were very engaged. Okay, I don't know what you're on about. They were very engaged. The couple were laughing, and there was a bloke who was asking a lot of questions after and seemed very interested, and he wanted to look at the pages I was actually reading from. So I said, yeah, sure. And I handed them over to him, and he was looking, and then he started to wander off with them. And I said, no, I need those. But they all took like a little QR code thing that I'd printed out and cut into squares for people to take away, because obviously I didn't have the books. Again, if you want one, please do message me. We're very proud of them. Ex-Parrot Press, they're from. And I think the cafe, the lady that had arranged it, felt a bit bad that only a few people had shown up. But do you support LGBTQ? Well, it would be a bit difficult for me not to. I'd have to hate myself. But I think she felt a bit sorry for me, because only a few people were there, but I was just really grateful that a few people did show up. So, I will take what I can get. That's fine. And afterwards I said, thank you for having me. And they were really nice. And I toddled on my little way, and I went back to the hotel, and I just ate loads of food just out of relief. And I did watch Real Housewives, but please don't judge me, because you can't, you can only watch what's on TV, and also I probably would have watched it anyway. So I'm just being honest there. And then I went to a comedy show after, because obviously it's the Brighton Fringe, so there's a lot of stuff like that going on. And it was Kate Cheka, who apparently has been on Radio 4 quite a few times. I don't listen to Radio 4 that much. But she was really funny. But she had turned up late because, well, I'll get to that. And there was a bloke who, well, it's actually weird fiction. AI got that wrong. It's weird fiction. Bizarro weird fiction. It was really funny. A bloke was having to sort of fill in time because she was stuck on a train, and so he was really funny, Sam. I wish I could remember his name. And then Kate turned up, and she said, can you keep a secret? And I shook my head. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted attention. I don't know. And she went, you can't. And I said, no. And but she was 4 months pregnant. That's what the secret was. And she said, so, you know, you can't keep a secret. And I can't. She said, who are you going to tell? And I kind of panicked. I went, everyone. And she went, whatever, literally everyone you come across. And I said, yeah, there's the train. I'm going on the train. People on the platform. And she said, oh no, and you go through London as well. So yes, it was quite funny. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. That was really good. Caroline of Brunswick. I can't remember the name of the pub, but anyway. Yeah, so I will be doing a vlog, releasing a vlog next week, I believe, of all the little things that I recorded. Oh, lots of people. Hello. Yeah, so I also on the way there was reading a book by Greer Spina. It was lots of short stories. She was writing for Weird Tales, and apparently Lovecraft really didn't like her, and he would slag her off in letters to his friends and things like that. Well, I really like Greer Spina. I enjoyed them a lot more than Lovecraft stories. That's just my preference. And I think he probably didn't like her because she was fun. Her stories have a kind of sense of humour to them. And Lovecraft doesn't strike me as a barrel of laughs a minute. So I'm sure he was very fun to his friends. But yeah, no, I really like her stories. And then once I finished that on the train, I've got this at in a bookshop called The Last Bookshop, and it's called Asa, the Girl Who Turned into a Pair of Chopsticks by Natsuko Imamura. And it kind of reads like a fairy tale almost, but there's at least one bit in it, because I've only read a little bit. That was quite shocking, really. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. We'll see how it goes. Ex-Parrot Press, flash fictions by me and my husband, and pictures by Stephen Waring. There's pictures inside as well. If you would like, as I say, if you'd like a copy, please message me. It's just come out. I've got a bunch of them because they were supposed to be with me on my reading, but now they are just available for you. So yeah, send me a message and I'll write a little note for you inside and post it away. Right, that's about it really. Good morning and bye.